everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Enjoy the Bounty of Planning with Tonisha Taylor. So I have been off my planner game as far as doing the videos for the last couple of weeks. The end of the semester is always super hectic. So what I'm going to do today is do a little bit of a flip through to show you the April layouts, and then a little bit of the May layout, which I think I actually did do a video for, so I might go ahead and put that up later. And then we'll do the layout for the first full week in May. So April, I went with this kind of light spring theme. As I've said in the past, on the monthly layout, I like to do a little cover page because it's just pretty. And then I do my ideal day. And then I go back in usually and fill in goals and birthdays. But honestly, things were so hectic this month or last month, that I didn't even really get to that part. I did list all of my classes, the things that I needed to do as far as the sports interviews, and then the games, and then some other activities that were going on. In April is when I switched to taking my goals and habit trackers out of my bullet journal and then putting those in my happy planner journal, which I'll show a little bit more in a second. But this is really kind of what the month ended up looking like as far as things that ended up getting charted. The last week of the month ended up being, like I said, really busy. I didn't get as much stuff written on the bullet journal. I actually did more stuff than this actually looks like. But there was tons, including I did a really fun thing called a Talk and Tinker, which you can find if you go over to my website. There is a blog post with all of the resources for this workshop. I did this at Texas A&M. It was really fun. I had a list of people that people should follow, figured out some workshop ideas and some resources and stuff like that. So it was really a lot of fun. Then the last couple of days, April 1st week of May, was the last 2 class days of the spring term. I teach Monday, Wednesday schedule, so my last class day was on a Monday, and then I had exams for us started on Wednesday, and they continue actually through this week coming up. So there's a lot of different things going on. I ended the week with some athletics events, so it was really good week overall. For the month of May, I went with a kind of ocean theme. So we did all pinks and greens all spring. In May is when I really start turning my mind toward the beach, and so I start thinking more about the blues and the greens and sort of the colors related to the ocean. And so that is what I'm going to do for my themes for the first week in May, which is right here. So I thought a couple of weeks ago that I would try doing like the 2 week ahead kind of planning. So where I would write out what the plan was for that week and then write out the next week. And I found that for me, that just didn't really work well. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing, which is a week at a time and just be 1 week ahead. So I think I actually showed a little bit of this already, but this is the new bullet journal that I went into. I'm sorry, not the bullet journal, the happy planner that I went into for being able to track my meal planning and my steps and my water and all that fun stuff. So like I said, the last few days in April and the first few days in May were super busy. So it was just, I didn't always make it on the meals and the eating. But I certainly did try, and it was at least a goal that I had, which I think is really important. So for May, I've already filled in the calendar for the month of May. What I'm doing in here is I'm really using this to keep track of the meal planning that I'm doing for the meal service that I use. I want to be able to I'm using these half sheets to keep track of what I loved and what I liked, what my starting and end weights are for the month, and then things that I need to remember around the meal planning, and then what my goals are. I haven't figured out exactly what my goal is. I think I'm gonna go with a strengthening goal for the month of May because school is basically over. I'm turning in grades during this week here. I have some other things I need to do to finish up the semester, and then it's all research and scholarship for the rest of the summer, which is really exciting. And so it means that I can really turn to focusing on my physical and strength goals as well. So I'm really excited about it. So what I did I went ahead and got the Happy Planner wellness extension. So that comes blank. It doesn't come pre-dated or numbered, so you have to do that part yourself, which I'm okay with. And so I have gone ahead and done it for the month of May already. I wanted to kind of keep that same sort of ocean theme for the month, and then I have to go ahead and lay out my pages. I went ahead and I was trying to test to figure out, because I don't like it comes with this kind of black across the top, which I don't like. And so I saw someone else in the community, in the Happy Planner community, lots of people actually do this, where they white out the black bar and then they put their washi tapes or whatever over it. And then I tried it just using the Happy Planner, one of the stickers, to see if I liked that option. So I do for the stickers that I like, but I wanted to try something different for this one. So I am, I'm washi taping, or I'm sorry, using correction tape, and then I will decorate and do my dates and all that fun stuff. All right, so we are going to plan for the week of May 6th. So I'm gonna do my fitness planner and then also lay out my bullet journal pages as well. I did get some new stickers, so I'm gonna use probably some of these, and then something probably from this book as well, and then probably these books. I went ahead and pulled these other ones as well, so we'll see kind of what hits me. Kind of depends on where my little spirit goes and what kind of things I want to do to decorate. I'm actually really excited. The last couple of weeks of school are always really exciting because, like I said, finals we're finishing up with those. And so for me, that means that I really get to focus on my research and what I'm doing. So I'm really, really excited about that. In a separate video, I'm actually going to talk about using the research pipeline, which is in the front of my journal. It's the 5-year plan, using the research pipeline and talking about getting through some of these projects and how they laid out in the monthly and weeklies and then ended up being finished projects. So look for that in a future video. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on doing our weekly layout for the week of May 6th. So let's go. everyone, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be my layout for my food and exercise log. As you guys know, I love me some stickers in general, especially when it comes to fixing some mistakes or just making things a little bit more decorative. So this week I am trying something a little bit different with my meal planning. So I have my check boxes in for my meals and then my dinners. I'm leaving those boxes blank because that's where I'm gonna make some decisions as the week goes. I'm one of those people who can't have their meal plans too scripted, otherwise I will totally blow it up out of like just over structure. It stresses me out. And then I'll just be like, let's eat potato chips. So I don't make it super structured, but I do want to have places where I can check off the things that I need to do to make sure that I am keeping on my meal plan. And so because I have certain like times of day, certain meals where I want to eat on plan, and then my other meals are also still on plan, but they're not as pre-laid. So I will just fill in the blanks when it's time. So for the exercise, you know, my goal is to get 5,000 to 10,000 steps per day. I am trying something new this week. I signed up for Pure Barre classes. Lots of friends of mine have suggested it. So now that school is out and I can focus on some more strengthening and body conditioning, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see what we think, see how we make it. And then I have my Fit Coach app that I use because of a treadmill here at home. And so I'll be back to not just getting on the treadmill, but getting on the treadmill using that app, which I really like because it keeps me challenged so that I don't just stay at like level 1 speed for 30 minutes, but really paying attention and meeting the challenges of the speed changes and the incline changes and all of that. So I'm excited about that. And then of course I'll fill in my water and all of that. So that's that for the first week in May. Let's go ahead, snap these pages right back into my happy planner. So I'll be sticking with the happy planner for my fitness and meal goals, and also sort of my spiritual journey goals as well. I am using I am using these pages from the Faith Notebook to do some of that. I am not actually realized that I kind of like the way these already are, so I'm not going to change them, but I am going to, right now I have the ones from April behind the month of April here. And so what I decided I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably move those and then move them to one of these tabs to put them actually all behind one of these tabs, and just have that organized that way instead of having it in the actual month, because I don't really like it there. I thought I would and I don't. So that is going to be a future change that will be happening. All right, so for my bullet journal for this week, went ahead and laid out the week of the 6th. So let's go ahead and move our ribbon. And then we are going to also put our, there we go. Put our little paper clip right there. So really excited about the week. I think the layout is cute. I'll probably add some more stickers. And then you guys know I think that it's always important to kind of put in the research goals and things, but know that there's plenty of space to add in all the other things that need to happen. And then also space to be able to do any daily journaling that also needs to get done. So one of the things that is really fun is that we're almost at the end of this journal. So this journal is, I'm really excited because when I first started bullet journaling, a bullet journal might last me 3 months. One of the things that's changed is I don't do as much over the time since I started bullet journaling. I stopped doing a lot of personal things in the bullet journal in order for the bullet journal to last all semester. So I'm really excited. This is the first one that's actually lasted me all through the semester, and it's because I moved all of the other meal planning and health tracking and all that stuff into my happy planner, and so I feel really good about this. This also stays at home, it doesn't go anywhere, so that's really cool. Since I lasted all semester, that means, friends, these front pages that I use, that I love, I didn't have to redo them, right? And so especially this future log, I really love the way I do it. I'm not gonna change it, but it is tedious to do. So if you have to do this kind of future log twice in a semester, it gives you feelings. So I'm really excited that this journal is gonna get me all the way through May. So I have already purchased and just have not started setting it up my new journal. I love the B5 size, but I wanted to get a journal that was gonna be a little bit more durable. So I have switched out of, for the first time, I will be going out of the Lectrum into the Scribbles That Matter. I have to say, I'm already really excited about it, obviously, because I've already started putting in my layout for where my different pages are gonna go, what my future layouts are gonna be. So I'm really, really excited. I'm especially excited because the bullet journal, or because the Lectrum is 122 pages, I think it is. It's 123 pages. And the Scribbles That Matter is 190, what's the last, that's the pen test page. It's 197 pages. So when I counted out in my bullet journal, my current way that I'm doing my bullet journaling with the cover page, the month layout, and then the weekly spreads, I'm averaging about 17 pages a month. And so that means that in the Scribbles that, when I head into the Scribbles That Matter journal in June, I should be able to stay in this notebook until the end of December. And that includes like conferences and workshops that I'll be doing over the summer, where I always put my conference notes, my workshop notes in my bullet journal. And so I'm really excited about this because it means that I really should, with having a journal that's hardcover but also is has more pages in it, I should be able to last the entire summer and fall term in this notebook. So stay tuned. Let's see. I think it's gonna work for me though. I will say that I might miss the thin, sort of the lighter weight of this journal, because this Scribbles That Matter journal has a hardcover. It's a little bit heavier, but I actually don't think because in the summer I travel so much and I feel like, you know, see how this one's like all the cover is all bent and it's a little messed up? Every single solitary Electrum notebook that I have, the cover is like this. Like it gets dog-eared. It looks, honey, it looks like it has been around the world, and it actually has. So I think that the new journal will give me a little bit more of that kind of heavier structure that I'm really looking for. It is a lay flat journal, so I'm excited about that as well, because one of the things that's really important to me is a bound journal that when you open it, it lays flat. So we're going to finish out the month of May and the spring semester in this journal, and then we are going to head on into this one. So the next video that you'll see from me will actually probably be me laying out, in the next couple of weeks, will be me laying out the new pages in this, because I want those pages to be all laid out ahead of the beginning of the month of June, because I've got some travel and things going on, and I'm gonna need that journal to be all set up at the end of the month. Before the end of the month into the beginning of the month, so that I can start the plans for the summer in the new journal. All right, so this is it for me for today. In the future, I will post one video talking about how I got from an idea to a published piece, which I did with 2 pieces, and just a little preview. This piece that's gonna be out soon, that's got the final proofs. The final proofs are due on the 7th. I'm really excited about this piece because it's an invited form and the form is really interesting, but also because I had no ideas about this at the beginning of the year, really. I was asked to start thinking about it in December, so I did. And then I went from idea all the way through. We're actually in the in-press stage. And I don't think I have the right highlighter, but I'm just going to use this one. We're in the in-press stage now. Heading into that stage now on that piece. So really excited about it. I'm also going to show you in another article the Women in Language piece, because that piece is actually very exciting. That one's done. It's completely impressed. You can actually go and read that one. Oh, that was way darker. So I want to do something to kind of talk about how I got from, on those 2 pieces, how I got from great idea to impress article in basically in the course of a semester. All right. So that's something to look forward to. I hope you really enjoyed this research planning and bullet journal video. If you like it, please hit subscribe. Give me 2 thumbs up. I think it's actually just 1, but go ahead and hit those buttons so that you can get videos whenever I load new content. And then you can also comment if you have any questions or anything like that. I'll try and answer as many as I can. All right, have a great day. Enjoy the bounty. Bye.